Hi everyone, and welcome to the Thermo Gourmand kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a meatloaf, and the recipe is on Cookidoo. It's in the basic cookbook that comes with your machine, but I'm doing it my way. I'm making my own version of this meatloaf, and I haven't actually added it to my created recipes yet. But I will do that in future, because you can go to your Cookidoo recipes and upload them to your Cookidoo and your created recipes, and you can do all those changes as you like and make things to your own tastes, but it'll incorporate all the actions that are already in Cookidoo, so it's really helpful. You don't have to physically add those times and temperatures and speeds because they're already there. Okay, let's start. Now, I better get my meat out of the freezer because I didn't actually have any mince. But I did find some topside in the freezer that I'd already diced, and I just took it out and let it defrost a bit. It defrosted a bit too much, so I'll put it back in again. It needs to be firm, not really frozen. All right, so I better go and get it. Forgot about that one. Right, here we go. Here's my topside, and it's, you know, there's some soft bits in there and some hard bits. It's flexible, but it's very firm, and that's what you want when you're going to be mincing your own meat. It's kind of mixed together a little bit, stuck together. It's okay, we'll just separate it. I'm not sure how much is here, but I'll mince it all anyway, because I might make some pasties with the leftovers. Probably about 700 grams here, I guess, and the recipe uses 500. Okay, I'll just get rid of these ridiculous comments that I don't know how to get rid of, where it says, please add your queries below. I need to change that, and I'm not sure how to do it. Oh, nope, there's one for the chooks. Okay, so let's go into the hamburger menu, the 3 lines here, and my week, because I've already planned this. I generally plan my whole week on a Sunday. Haven't had a chance to do that today, but I will do that later on, in probably tomorrow. And we've got the meatloaf with mushroom sauce. I'm not doing the mushroom sauce. I'm making gravy because we're having it with roast veg. I'm also not steaming it because I'm roasting the veggies, so the oven's on anyway. So I'll be putting it into my smaller bread tin. Okay, this is your regular size bread tin, and it makes a great meatloaf. All right, so start cooking. I'm not doing Parmesan cheese, so let's go to the 3 dots. Go to recipe detail, continue. Oops, no, not continue. Probably scroll down, recipe detail, scroll down, and I'm not going to do number 1. But I'm going to do number 2, so I'm going to click number 2, and there we go. I'm going to put the garlic in, but I'm doing a little bit of rosemary, not a huge amount, but what I'm doing also is adding a carrot, onion, and celery. And this is how I cut up my veg for a mirepoix, which I use in your soups and stews. Carrot you've got to give your Thermomix a chance to actually cut the veggies to a good size. All right, so not big chunks of onion and little chunks of carrot, etc. Today it doesn't matter because I'm putting it in a meatloaf anyway. Generally it's, where we go, 3 seconds, speed 5 if you want it chopped so you can still see it, so you would chop it as if you were chopping by hand. Today it can probably be minced, and that's especially true if you are going to hide your veggies in your meatloaf. I lost a bit of celery. I always give it a shake too, so it's not just carrot on the bottom and then, all right, so shake it about a little bit. And next, what is it, 3 seconds, speed 7, that's probably really quite good. So we'll do that. Another bit of celery, something for the chooks. Let's have a look at that. Right, that's really nicely minced actually. That works very, very well for meatloaf. You can add zucchini, whatever you like, other veggies to your meatloaf, especially if you want to hide them from children who do not like cooked vegetables, like one of my grandsons. So I'm just going to scrape that all down and then I'll show you what it looks like. It's quite minced. Okay, so there we go, and I think the next part is to scrape down and add your meat. All right, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take this out to give the meat a chance because the recipe only had garlic and rosemary in there. I've got a heck of a lot more, so I'm going to remove it to a bowl and then I will mince my meat. If you find that top side, I bought that top side discount, so if you do, oh, onion, if you do see meat on special, grab it, dice it, freeze it, top side rump, whatever, especially budget rump, throw it in the freezer, dice it, and it's already there if you need minced meat, or it's there for a stew. Okay, tear. We're adding 500 pieces, okay, sorry, 500 grams in pieces. So it's 3 centimeters, okay, so round about. Okay, 504. I will do the rest of that after because I don't want to have to remove it and weigh it and muck about like that. The less mucking about, the better. All right, next, putting the lid on with the MC in. Next, and it's going to turbo. It's chosen 0.5 and it does say do it 8 times, okay? There is instructions there. Okay, so what are we up to? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know that that's enough, but I actually think I'd probably do it for 2 seconds. Yeah, I don't usually use turbo. I just go to speed 10 and listen and then stop. But I'm actually following this Cookidoo recipe to show you how you can adapt. That's looking better. It's sounding better. I'm going even more. Maybe my meat was a little too frozen. Okay, now with turbo, it's not going to stop automatically. You do have to go home for the arms to open up. Yeah, that's great. Love it. Look at that. And because I've got topside in there, there is very little fat, there's very little gristle. It's just beautiful mince. It's fantastic. You can mince chicken, pork, whatever you like in your Thermomix, just semi-frozen. All right, so let's go back here. And next, oh, it's going to tell me I've got no lid. All right, because I mucked about, we'll go there. I don't want to do turbo, I'm going next. All right, add my egg. I'm not doing 2 eggs because I've got a lot of liquid in here. 2 eggs would make it far too sloppy. And the egg is really just to bind. Okay, so there's my egg. And 500 grams of fresh breadcrumbs. I'm not using fresh. I had some dried. What I did with my leftover bread, I pop it in the oven on about 110 for an hour or so, or until it's completely dry. You can break it into pieces first because it will do it faster. Then pop it in to a dry bowl, and and probably speed 8 for a couple of seconds. Really, just watch it, have a look, see how chunky you want it or how fine. Breadcrumbs, easy. And because you've dried your bread, you can actually keep it in the pantry. So 50 grams, and I am going to do 50 even though it is dried, because as I said, I've got that extra liquid with the veg. Okay, cool. Right, next, a pinch of salt. Okay, I am adding my own little delicious mix of sauces. I will tell you exactly what is in here. There is 50 grams of tomato sauce, 20 grams of soy sauce or a tablespoon, 20 grams of Worcestershire sauce, and it's my homemade Worcestershire sauce. That's about a tablespoon as well. That is going to be my flavouring. If it needs more, I'm going to add some veggie stock paste. Okay, I actually taste the mince. I just touch it to my tongue, don't eat it, it's raw. And then you can get an idea of how salty it is, because otherwise it's really hard to judge. So I'm not going to do salt and pepper. I'm just going to add my beautiful mixture. And I'm also going to glaze my meatloaf. I have a little delicious glaze as well. Now where it says reserve parmesan and parsley, we've got the veg added in. And next, pop that in, and we're going to mix. Oh, it's turboing. I would normally knead, but we'll see how it goes. It says a few times. Yep, that's pretty good. Let's have a look. Oh, of course, we've got to go home before we go to... Alright, we've got to go next, actually. Alright, it probably does need a bit more mixing. It's not too bad. Actually, no, it's pretty good. Okay. Oh, maybe we're going to need now, because it says to keep... you can see I actually haven't done this. I just thought it'd be a good idea to have a go. And of course, this is a Facebook Live, and I'm having a go, you know, without practicing. That's me. Winging it. Okie dokes, going 20 seconds, speed 5. Rightio. See how that goes. I'm not going to do it that long. It'll end up being sausage mince, and I don't like my meatloaf like that. So I'm going to make a few adjustments to this recipe. That is all I don't want it any more mixed than that. I'll show you. I don't want sausage mince. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it doesn't need the veggie stock paste. It's beautiful. Next. All right, this recipe is steamed, so it's going to be put on prosciutto, wrapped up and steamed in the Veroma, which is a beautiful way to do your meatloaf, and it does turn out really, really nice. But I'm not going to do that because, as I said, I'm roasting my veg. So while the oven's on, I'm not going to waste that energy, and I'm going to pop it in the oven. So here's my beautiful bread tin, and I'll just get my spray. There we go. Don't buy sprays in cans, you don't need to. Just buy, you can get these spray bottles at Woolies. I think the Mix Shop have got one as well. And there you go. Just pop your olive oil in there. It's reusable. And we'll pop our lovely meatloaf mixture in here. It does bake for about 45 minutes. And then I generally glaze it again, and probably another 15 to 30 maybe. Actually, I think this tin's a little bit small, but that's all right. It's only really for sandwiches. That's why I'm making it, because my husband is working tomorrow and needs to take his lunch. And of course it's a Sunday and I don't have anything and I don't want to go down the shop. So I did make him some cupcakes. I hope he appreciates that. If you want my cupcake recipe, it is on my, I think it's on the recipe community as well. I'm not sure if I've put it there, but it's on my recipe blog, which is thermogourmand.com.au. Okay, there's the meatloaf. This is my delicious glaze. Now what's in here is 50 grams of tomato sauce, a tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of Dijon, and a tablespoon of barbecue sauce. Look, I'll put all this up as a recipe and you can do this yourself because it is well worth it. It makes a lovely, lovely cold sandwich filling. And of course we're having it tonight for tea as well. My family love, love, love meatloaf. You could have put extra herbs in if you want to, and you could put the Parmesan cheese in. I just choose not to. It's the way I like my meatloaf. And there she is. She's going in the oven. And I will show you the photo of what it looks like when it comes out. Thank you very much for watching. Next Sunday, hopefully, I will have another live video. And if you have any special requests as to what you'd like me to make on the Facebook Lives, please let me know. And I will try to accommodate your requests. In the meantime, Thermo Gourmand, just search Thermo Gourmand. I'm a virtual consultant as well as an in-person consultant, so I can help you out throughout your Thermomix journey. If you'd like to get a TM6 on your bench or you want to see more, you know how to contact me. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now. Where are we here?